Let's begin with the latest updates from Ekiti, as counting and sorting of votes have commenced in most parts of the state. A large turnout of voters was recorded in most parts of the state, with the exercise commended by the electorate. So far, there has been no reports of electoral violence throughout the state, as the process has been commended as seamless. The election is taking place in 2,445 polling units across 177 registration areas in 16 local government areas of the state. 16 political parties are represented in the contest for the next governor of the state, when incumbent Governor Fayemi completes his second term in office later in October. Election materials and voters arrived as early as 7 a.m. in most polling units, as voters checked for their names before commencement of accreditation. We have more in this report.
It's decision day in Ekiti as residents vote to elect the next governor of the state. Just like several polling units in the state, election materials and voters arrived Efralaye Ward 8 Unit 1 early this morning, with security officials ready to keep the peace.
We are here to make everything go in place and to make everything move well. That is why we are here as a leader of Ifaki. And we believe and we know the election here today in this unit and we know Ekiti is going to be peaceful.
Accreditation and voting commenced simultaneously, but there were glitches in the use of the bimodal voter accreditation system at Ifaki.
In this unit, like you have observed, and we have observed too, they have issue with the beavers. And the report from the presiding officer is that the beavers is not capturing the biometrics of the elderly. So what they did, because there was priority for the elderly to be on the queue first before they get to the younger one. But because of the failure of the beavers to keep their biometrics and their facial expression, they resorted to the young, capturing the young people, accrediting, because the beavers is accrediting them for the voting process. So
the situation was resolved in no time, with the elderly being accredited. Governor Fayemi, after casting his ballot, stated that the 2022 Electoral Act has enhanced the process by reducing the time spent at the polling units.
One thing that has changed here is that and I think this will save us time. You know, we used to come first to do accreditation between 8 and 12 noon for everybody to do their accreditation, and then you go back and come back to vote. That process is now seamless, and I think that will save us time. It will probably increase turnout as well, because the period spent by each voter has reduced if beavers work.
Governorship candidates of political parties also exercised their franchise at various polling units, also commending the exercise.
Everything went very well. I must commend INEC for the improvements on their last outing.
It's been peaceful in town, and the adjoining polling units, I can see them doing things orderly.
The elderly and physically challenged are also on their feet to cast their ballots. Voters are optimistic that if the exercise remains peaceful and smooth, they are assured of a better governance in the state.
À ń fẹ́ ìdàgbàsókè nílùú Ìyìn. Yunifásitì à ń fẹ́ àní iléeṣẹ́ kankan kan bá wa ṣe iléeṣẹ́.
I know that somebody I want to vote for, I know it for myself. We have no water in the town, no water. We are suffering from the water pretty much. Water, even road. Number 2, road. And then that university that has been mentioned to this town, we want it to be open with immediate effect.